Welcome back! We are now going to do the opposite of what we just did. Instead of finding a way of translating from products to sums, we'll go from sums to products. And the way we'll do that is we'll write down a carefully chosen product at the correct inputs, and we'll see what happens. So let's try to compute 2 times the cosine of a plus b over 2 times the cosine of a minus b over 2. We'll see what we get. This will give us a handy formula. So this quantity is, well, it's 2 times, a product of cosines. It's cosine of one piece, which I will indicate in blue, times the cosine of another piece, which I will indicate in red. If we want to use the product to sum formula, well, let's just do it. So this will be 2 times, big parentheses, because there will be something complicated coming, this formula, except where this a will be the thing that was in red, that b will be the thing that was in blue. So cosine of the difference plus the cosine of the sum all over 2. Start with the cosine of the difference. Cosine of the blue bit, a plus b over 2, minus the red bit, minus a minus b over 2, close parentheses. Remember, I'm using this formula, plus the cosine of the sum of those two things, plus the cosine of the sum, plus the cosine of the sum of the two things. The blue thing first, a plus b over 2, plus, a minus b over 2, close parenthesis. Now I need to divide all that by 2, and that's super complicated looking. I said it would be. The point is, it's going to simplify for us. So let's see how it's going to simplify. Well, what cancellation do you see? You can't actually answer me, I can't hear you. This 2 can cancel with that 2. You know what, I think I want to use the highlighter to cancel. This 2 will cancel with that 2. Now look at the things inside of those cosines. Maybe I'll go through and write out what we have inside of those cosines. This will be equal to, so inside of this parenthesis, I see a plus b over 2 minus a minus b over 2. I have a common denominator, so it's just going to be a bunch of stuff divided by 2 equals cosine of stuff divided by 2. And what is the stuff? Well, it's the blue stuff, a plus b. Now I'll distribute this minus sign over that stuff. So it'll be minus a plus b, and all that divided by 2. Plus the cosine, same thing, but I'll do plus. A plus b plus a minus b, all over 2. Keep on simplifying. This is actually the same as the cosine of, the a's cancel, so the cosine of b plus the cosine of a. Nice. So look at what we just did. Here is a sum of 2 cosines. We can write it in the other order. Maybe it'll be cleaner that way. Is the same thing as 2 times that product of cosines. So cosine of a plus the cosine of b is the exact same thing as 2 times the cosine of a plus b over 2 times the cosine of a minus b over 2. So whenever you see a sum of 2 cosines, and you would like to not see a sum of 2 cosines, you can simplify using this property. Let's keep it going. Two times this, let's do the same thing, but we'll start with sines. So that's a product of 2 sines. So let's scroll up a bit. The sine of a thing times the sine of a thing. It looks like this formula will be useful. So that'll be the cosine of the difference minus the cosine of the sum all over 2. So I'll remember this 2. This will be 2 times big parentheses, because things will get complicated. And the formula is the same as the formula I just wrote down, except that this plus before will now be a minus. So it'll be the same as written above, except this plus, this plus will become a minus. And you know what, let's get that color coding into play. So the first term will be a term in blue, the second term will be a term in red. So I'll now see 2 times the cosine of the difference. So it'll be the same as above. It'll be the same formula, except that plus will be a minus. I know I just said that, but it's worth repeating. Cosine, don't want red yet. Cosine of the blue piece, a plus b over 2, minus a minus b all over 2. That plus becomes a minus. Cosine of a plus b all over 2 plus a minus b all over 2. Close parenthesis, close the big parenthesis, and divide by 2. And now you'd see the exact same canceling happening as happened before. That cancels with that. Great. And maybe I'll combine those next 2 steps together. So I know what I'm going to get if I combine these. I'll get a plus b minus a plus b. So the a's will cancel. I'll be left with 2 b's, and then I'll divide by 2. So I'll just see cosine of b. What do I see next? I see minus, because of this minus, the cosine of a plus b over 2 plus, well, the next bit is divided by 2, so it'll just all be divided by 2. A plus b plus a minus b, so that's just 2a. The a's will stack, the b's will cancel, and then divided by 2. Nice. So, what do I see? I see that the cosine of, I guess the variables are in the wrong order, but that's alright. Cosine of b minus the cosine of a. And you know what? They were really in the wrong order on the previous one, too. Didn't matter because they were being added, but let's make sure things are consistent. Cosine of b minus the cosine of a is the same thing as 2 times the sine of a plus b over 2 times the sine of a minus b over 2. Nice. And finally, let's see what happens if we do the same thing, but with sine and a cosine. And the reason to do that is because of this formula. So let's use that formula. So that says that this thing is the same thing as the sine of the difference plus the sine of the sum all over 2. So let's write that down. So red term, blue term. So this will be 2, because of this 2, times, big parentheses, the sine of the difference, the sine of red, a plus b over 2, minus a minus b all over 2. And that's handy because I already know that that thing in that parentheses is going to simplify down to b. Plus, double check the formula, the sine of a plus b. The sine of the sum of the 2 things, red, a plus b over 2, plus blue, a minus b all over 2. Close parentheses, divide by 2. And just like before, those 2's cancel. Those 2's came from different places. One of them I put there to begin with. The other one came from the formula. But multiply by 2 and divide by 2, they cancel. Equals the sine of, well, look at what's in that parentheses. A plus b all over 2 minus a minus b all over 2. Everything's divided by 2. So this thing in this parentheses will just be a plus b minus, distribute the minus, a. That'll become a plus b. And then what do you see canceling? A minus a will cancel. B plus b will become 2b divided by 2. Sine of b plus sine of a. So the sum of two sines, the sine of b plus the sine of a, is equal to 2 times the sine of the sum times the cosine of the difference. And you'll notice that there's one less space, which I will immediately edit a little bit to make more in line with the way this discussion is going. Sine of b minus the sine of a. Right, this will still cut the mustard in terms of the thing that we want to get done. Let's see what we can get out of this, and we'll go off to the side to figure this out. So let's try to think about the sine of b minus the sine of a. Now this formula looks a lot like that formula. The only difference is it's subtraction instead of addition. So if I could turn the subtraction into addition while still having a sign there, I'd be happy. Well, but I can pull that off, right? Sine is an odd function, so I can move that minus sign inside of the sign. Too many signs. I can move this negative sign with a g inside of that trig function sign, because the trig function sign is odd. So this will be the sine of b plus the sine of negative a. Neat. So I can use exactly the same formula as appears right here. Sorry, it did something strange. Except that all of the a's will be negative a's. So let's see what happens. So this is equal to 2 times the sine of a plus b over 2, but that a is a negative a. Negative a plus b over 2 times the cosine of a minus b over 2. Remember that a is now a negative a. Cosine of negative a minus b all over 2. Continuing to simplify. So that will become 2 times the sine of b minus a all over 2. And notice everything inside of that cosine has a negative in front of it. So this next bit I can simplify to cosine of negative a plus b all over 2. Oh, but cosine is even. Cosine doesn't care about that negative. So that's 2 times the sine of b minus a all over 2 times the cosine of b plus a over 2. So what do I get when I have this difference? 2 times the sine of b minus a all over 2 times the cosine of b plus a all over 2. And maybe just to bring this a little bit more in line with the formula in the book, you'll notice that, oh, well, maybe it's annoying that this is a b minus a instead of an a minus b. I can change it to a b minus a at the cost of replacing, right, b minus a is the same thing as negative a minus b. So I could change this to just all be negative and have it be an a minus b. Sign is odd, so that negative will pull out front, which will leave you with negative 2 sine a minus b over 2 times the cosine, doesn't matter what order you add, a plus b over 2, if you prefer that formula, which is now in line with the formula that's in the book, if you care about that kind of thing. So there's one last, I just want to do one application of that. Let's take this formula and express that as a product instead of a sum of trig functions. Cosine of 3x plus the cosine of 5x. Let's see what that secretly is the same as. So it's the sum of two cosines. So this will be equal to 2 times the cosine 3x plus 5x all over 2 times the cosine of 3x minus 5x all over 2. So that'll be 2. The 2 stays a 2. 3 plus 5 is 8. Cosine of 4x times the cosine. 3 minus 5 is negative 2, so this becomes minus x. But remember, cosine is even, so I don't actually care about that negative sign. This is equal to 2 cosine 4x times the cosine of x. So if you have a sum or difference of trig functions, you can rewrite it as a product, whatever seems more useful at the time. Wonderful. So this finishes the last of the content that I want to cover in this class called Pre-Calculus. I hope you all had, well, I don't want to say good semester, because this has been a very strange semester. I don't know if anyone will know if it is good for quite a while. I hope people lawned things this semester. I look forward to hearing from you in the future. Talk to you later. Or, yeah, well, ciao, anyway. Bye-bye.